Hey everyone, welcome back. We have a special bonus video for you now. I've already published one video this week. I have another one ready to go tomorrow and another one for Saturday. So this is a really over-the-top kind of video publishing week for me, but that's okay. The more the merrier, right? If you're sick of watching my videos, then too bad, you're stuck with it. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at, well, before I tell you what we're going to be doing today, I need to make a slight adjustment. As you can see from my shirt, destroy all humanoids, which is probably not a bad idea, generally speaking. Today is not Robotron Day. Today is Ultimate Bastard Day, and I'll show you why in a moment. But before we can begin with our video today, I need to change my clothing so I'm appropriately dressed for the occasion. So I'll pause the video and I will return shortly. Okay, so I have my You Bastard t-shirt on now, which is what we need for today's video. And today is an Ultimate Bastard Day here at Spriteworks. It's actually an Ultimate Bastard Week here at Spriteworks because I just published a video about my Ultimate Bastard version of my Dragon Avenger game that I made for the Aquarius Plus. I made a physical version for a friend of mine that I sent off to him, and hopefully he will enjoy receiving it as a collectible. And today we're going to be talking about another Ultimate Bastard related topic. So today is actually Ultimate Bastard Week here at Spriteworks. So before we get started, I have my first eggnog latte of the season from Starbucks ready to go here, and I have enhanced it with my special holiday liquid cheer edition. So I'm ready to go, and I have a special treat I want to show you as well. But before we get to that special treat, I have a bit of sad news to share with you. There has been a bit of a casualty in the family in terms of my Cloud People coaster. As you may know, if you own or have seen TJ Ferreira's own, this video is about TJ Ferreira in a way that you'll find out how in a moment. But TJ was kind enough to send me a physical version of his Cloud People game, and it comes with 3 coasters that we are commanded to use at least one of them. And I have been using this one religiously, and you can see it's been degraded to a large degree. It's been holding up pretty well, actually. I use it for everything from beer to tea to water to everything, and it's been holding up surprisingly well. But I have a special treat that I'm going to show you right now related to this, so hang on for a second and I'll be right back. So I just came back from Staples, where I get all my printing done. And actually, as a bit of a spoiler alert, or spoiler, I don't know, I printed up a few copies of a new poster that I'll be revealing next year for something exciting that's happening here at Spriteworks next year. So I wish I could show you it today, but I can't because I'm saving this reveal for next year. I shouldn't even be mentioning it, but I just printed up some really cool posters, and I'm going to show them to you next year. So stick around for that. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to show you something right now that is equally as exciting, which is a brand new laminated Cloud Person coaster. So I took one of the coasters that comes with the Cloud People physical version game. It comes with 3, and I've pretty much used up one of them already. So I decided to laminate one of them at Staples. I don't know if Staples is all over the country, but here in Canada we have Staples, and so they do lamination services. You can bring in things like this and get them laminated. So that's what I did. I laminated a coaster, and I'm going to see how it holds up compared to my original one. So I'm going to start using my new laminated Cloud Person coaster starting today with my eggnog coffee. Okay, that's enough build up. So today what we're going to do is TJ, as you may know if you watch his channel, he is developing a new game related to his cloud people. And this game is for something called the Pico-8, which, what is the Pico-8? I have no idea. I don't think it's even a real thing. It's just some online fantasy console type of thing. You can program games for it. You can make programs for it. And you can play these Pico-8 games on your computer. So he sent me a copy of the demo version of the game that he's working on. And it has 4 levels apparently. So he wants me to take a look at it and try it out and see what I think of it. He asked for feedback about it, which may be foolish considering me. I'm quite tough on games, but I'll try and be reasonable in reviewing this one. But I'm really excited to try it out. I've been seeing his demo versions that he's been playing on his channel. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to run this program. And I really want to play it with a controller, but I don't have, unfortunately, a USB joystick that I can connect to my computer. But I do have this Xbox controller, which is actually a wireless controller that I purchased to use with the Aquarius Plus mini computer, which the Aquarius Plus mini computer doesn't have any physical controller ports on it. So you can use this Xbox controller with the Aquarius Plus mini and also the full-size Aquarius Plus if you want. But today we are going to be using this hopefully with TJ's new Pico-8 game. I don't even know what it's called. I'll have to take a look. I think it's Pico-8 versus the Cloud People, I think is the name of it. So I'm going to see if this controller works with it. I'm really hoping it does because I don't want to have to use the keyboard to play his game. So I think I'm ready to go now. That's enough of an intro. It's too much of an intro. So let's go ahead and switch the camera over and we will see what is involved in trying out this game. So stick around and we'll get started right now. So first let's take a look at the email TJ sent me to introduce me to this game. And he sent me 3 attachments. It looks like one of them here is for OS X. I'm guessing that is maybe to run it on an Apple. I don't know. And this one says Ras Pi, so I guess it's to run it on a Raspberry Pi. Oh yeah, it says right here. You can run it on either a Windows, Mac OS, or Raspberry Pi. So he sent me 3 versions of the game. One for Apple, one for Raspberry Pi, which I do own an Raspberry Pi, but I'm just going to run it on Windows since that's what I use. And he sent me this version here, windows.zip, which is what I'll be playing. So let's read his instructions here. Let me zoom in for those of us who have old eyes, which a lot of us do because we're getting up there in age. But you have to enjoy life. Well, you got it, so let's enjoy it. All right, and what better way to enjoy life than by playing a new game that crazy man TJ is working on. All right, so it says all should run on these platforms, meaning these platforms here. Easy and hard mode at start, so choose accordingly. You know I'm going to try both of them. If you make it past the level 4 boss, Cloud Person, the game may keep running until you blow yourself up. I'm sure I'll blow myself up way before that happens. Works from keyboard and gamepad. Hopefully my gamepad will cooperate. As noted in the scrolling beginning menus, always good to have instructions in your actual game if you have memory to do that. Make sure to get portals when they appear for each level, as if you strike out 3 times, the portal never comes back and game over. Okay, right off the bat, even without seeing the game, I'm not digging this. If I'm understanding this correctly, it sounds like at the end of each level, a portal appears and you have to touch that portal, but it only stays on the screen a certain amount of time. So it sounds like from this description, if it appears 3 times and you don't grab it by the 3rd time, it says the portal never comes back and game over. So that would be okay if the game stops and gives you a message saying you missed all 3 portals, tough luck, you lost. Although I would like to see some story behind that, what the logical explanation is for that. I like to have a story behind my games so that it explains things in the game so that the game isn't just filled with random things that seem to have arbitrary rules. But so I'm interested to see if the third portal never comes back or if it actually gives you a message and then ends the game. So that's one thing I'll look out for. All right, don't touch nasty things as they take away health. Cool. Let me know what you think. Really? Okay, I'm going to let you know what I think in this video. So far, considering this will be a 10-level game in the end. 10 levels, okay. Too easy, too hard. I hate the game. Anyway, enjoy. I doubt I'm going to hate the game because from the previews I've seen, it looks really cool. So let's see if I can download this game and see what's involved in running it on my machine. So I'm just going to click on this zip version and download the zip, unload the zip, and see what it looks like. All right, I'm back. Here we go. I've downloaded the Windows version of the file TJ sent me. And I know this is boring for all of you to watch me unzip a folder, but I've actually already unzipped it. So there you go. I saved you some pain. So here we go. I have unzipped this folder into my computer. It's got a folder here called Pico-8 Windows. I'll open it up, see what's inside. And I'm hoping this Pico-8 file here will auto run because I haven't installed anything on my computer that may be needed to run Pico-8 files, whatever. I don't know if this thing is actually called Pico-8, the way it's spelled here, P-E-E-K-O-8. I think the actual platform is spelled differently, P-I-C-O-8 maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so this is really cool to try something different. Let's go ahead and double click on this Pico-8 thing here and see if it does anything on my Windows computer. Windows is protecting my system. Thank you, Windows. You never protect me any other time. All right. Run anyways. Oh, you're missing all this stuff happening on my other screen. Of course it opens up on my other screen. How can I move this? So it did open up and it's running. It's running on my computer just by double clicking on that file. It's running on the wrong screen, but it's running. So let me move it over to the right screen or do something here and I'll come back to you in a moment. So here we go. I'm opening up the file and it is actually starting the game right now. So that's cool. If it's this easy to run these Pico-8 games, then that's going to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Okay, TJ, let's see what you've got in store for me here. Okay, so I've missed some of the instructions here. I'm going to wait until it cycles back around. And it looks like it's on a timer. So I'll just have to read fast. Controls left, right, up, down, start, shoot. I don't know what buttons these things are referring to, if these are buttons on my Xbox controller or not. Just let me untangle it here from my microphone cable. Sorry if there's any interference. All right, so I have an Xbox controller. This is the only USB controller I have that I can use to play games on my computer. All right, so okay, so let's wait for this thing to cycle back around so I can read the instructions here. Come on, cycle. Okay, left, right, up, down, start, shoot. I don't know which buttons these are referring to. Okay. Pico-8 versus the Cloud People. Press square for easy, checkerboard for hard. I don't know what's the square or the checkerboard. So I don't know what that means. How do I know which is easy and which is hard? How do I select them? Okay, hi, I'm Pico-8. Okay. Help Pico-8 pilots sell you storm to collect good raindrops. Touch portal after collecting enough raindrops. Keep your health meter up or you go boom. Collect battery to charge laser. Okay, I don't know if there's a way you can pause these menus or what, but that's a typical problem with, well, not problem, but it's a typical issue with games, retro video games in particular, is you don't have time to read these menus. Touch these, don't touch these, don't touch these either. Okay, so I like the menu. It has cute little, I don't know if my cursor is showing up here because I can't see what's going on the screen that you guys can see. Anyway, avoid all the nasties, points. I pretty much know how to play this game from watching TJ play it. So let's just give it a shot here. Created and coded by TJ Ferreira. Pico-8.com. So TJ's gone and reserved Pico-8.com. So all you suckers who were hoping to get that website, you're too late. I won't actually go there to see if there's anything there yet. I'm presuming it's a placeholder at the moment. But good on you, TJ, for locking it up. All right, press square for easy, checkerboard for hard. What the hell is the square and the checkerboard on my Xbox controller? I don't know. So that's my first feedback, is how the hell do you make these selections? Is there something on the keyboard you can choose? I'm going to press the A button on my Xbox controller and hope that does something. Okay. Hopefully you can hear the sound. I don't know if I'm on the easy or hard level. It would be nice to know it would be nice to know what level I'm supposed to be on. Okay, so I'm supposed to go touch this raindrop down here. I like the controllers, not the controller. I like the movement, the controls. They are buttery smooth. I myself have never been able to make a game that has this buttery smooth control for my character in the game. It moves super smooth. And you know what's cool about this movement is it looks like the movement is finer than the size of the pixels on the screen. So normally in a retro video game, when you're moving your character, it would move either in even pixel increments. Stop that. It would move either pixel by pixel, or more likely it would move maybe every 2 pixels or 4 pixels. But this thing looks like it's moving in micropixel increments, which obviously is a function of the platform. Stop that. Okay, all right. So I blew up. I got distracted there for a moment trying to check my recording thing here. Make sure I'm still recording. Okay. So I was recording. Now where'd the game go? Is it this thing down here? Okay. Okay. All right. So it looks like I had a few sessions of this Pico-8 of this game. I'm going to try pressing a different button. I'll press button B. Whoa. Okay, so I guess B is the laser. So stop that. So this is probably just a failing on my part. I don't know. I'm going to start it again. I'm not going to take responsibility for this yet. Options. Oh, there's options. What options do we have? Sound on, volume, and I'm just pressing up and down on my keyboard here. Full screen on, controls. Let's see what the controls are. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm guessing this is left, right. Oh, I have a cursor here. Left, right, up, down for cursor controls on the keyboard. I'm using this controller, not the keyboard. What does this say? Square and X. I don't know what square is. There's no square button on my Xbox controller, but there is an X. Maybe X means hard level. What does this say? 2 XSCV cursor Z. What does it say? Z X C. No idea. I can't tell what this is supposed to say. ZX CV. Maybe Z is hard. There's no Z button on my controller either. CV. No idea what this is supposed to be telling me. So I have no idea what this means. So maybe Z is if you press the keyboard. Yeah, so this is probably the right side is probably keyboard controls. The left side must be controller controls. I need some coffee to get me through this. Not so much the coffee, but the special sauce I have added to my coffee. Okay, Z. I'm going to try pressing the keyboard and see if that does anything. I'll press Z. Okay, so Z is that square thing. You can see it jumping up and down here. Z is the square thing. And I think that is the easy level. What is the hard level? So Z, X, C. I guess C. I don't know. Let me press C. No, C presses C. C makes the square jump as well. So, okay, X. So this square thing is corresponding, it sounds like, to the Z key on the keyboard. This X is corresponding to the X key on the keyboard. So I think if I press Z, that will give me easy. If I press X, that will give me hard. I don't know. So P2. Why is there a P2? Is this a two-player game? I don't think this is a two-player game. Tab. Okay, so it looks like there's player 2 controls here as well. I don't think this is a two-player game, is it? TJ, is this a two-player game? Answer me now, I'm waiting. It is? No, it's not. Okay, so I don't know. So maybe he's planning on adding a second player. I don't know what this means. Maybe it is a two-player game, or he's planning to add a second player. I don't know. But I presume that he may at some point add a second player. And if he does, this would be the controls for player 2. Although I don't know why you would need separate controls for player 2 unless they're playing simultaneously. If they're taking turns, then you could just use the same controls, I presume, right? Anyway, pause menu, P or enter. Okay. 1 joystick detected. Okay. Oh, good. So it detected my joystick. Good. I like that. All right. So how do I start this game? If I press Z, it doesn't do anything. I'm going to press the A button on my keyboard. So I think maybe different controllers probably have different labeled buttons. Maybe there's a controller that has a square on it. Probably the PlayStation 2 controller. I think it uses these geometric shapes on its buttons, right? Like square and diamond and things. So maybe this is for a PlayStation controller. Maybe it has a square and an X. I don't know. But my Xbox controller doesn't have that. It has buttons labeled A, Y, X, and B. So this is confusing to me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to press to get to which easy or hard level of this game. So I'm going to press A, and I think that will maybe get me to the easy level. So I'll press A, and nothing. Okay, so I think I got to get out of this menu. I'll press escape. All right, I'm at escape, so we're stopped. Press button to exit. I'll press the A button on my Xbox controller. Okay, so that did it. It exited me, all right, so I'm exited. Okay, so, okay, I'm going to reopen the game here. There we go. Pico-8, booting Pico-8 versus the Cloud People. Press square for easy, star for, or X for hard. I'll press the A button. All right, so I think this is the easy level. Yep. So one suggestion would be, in addition to having all those instructions at the beginning, maybe if you had just a single one-line instruction when you actually start the level, if it told you collect the raindrops and showed a picture, showed a picture of this beige colored raindrop at the bottom. Now I'm wondering why this beige colored raindrop over here, this is the thing I need to collect. I'm wondering why it's not moving. It's just kind of hovering along, gliding along with me, which is fine. I mean, I don't know if there's a story behind that, why it's gliding along with me and why the other ones are moving to the left, but who cares? Let's just touch it and get something going here. Oh boy, I lost half my health already. Okay, touch that thing. All right. Now I forget how many I need to collect. Stop that. So it would be good if there is some sort of meter on the screen to let me know how many raindrops and maybe I need to collect. Like in TJ's original... don't worry, I'll actually try this for real in a moment. But in TJ's original Cloud People game, there were little raindrops on the side that told you how many you needed to collect. This one, I have no idea how many I need to collect unless I go back and read the instructions again, which I'm far too lazy to do. So, anyway, I have to start this over again every time I die. Okay, so I'm starting the game again. All right, this time I'm going to read the instructions just far enough to see how many of these raindrops I need to collect. Okay, I like the graphics, by the way. The graphics are really cool. I'm impressed with TJ's bit graphics design here. How many do I need to collect? Does it tell me? It doesn't even tell me how many I need to collect. Maybe it changes every level. I don't know. Left, right, created code. Okay. Okay, so I need to collect a certain number of raindrops. I don't know how many. Whatever. Let's go. All right, so now we're playing. No more fooling around here. Stop it. Touch that. So I see I'm getting points at the top right there. Stop it. Every time I touch one of these beige colored raindrops, I don't know how many points I'm supposed to get, how many raindrops I'm supposed to collect. So one thing about video games, before I touch this next raindrop, is, in my opinion, one of the most important elements in a game is the mechanics. If you can make a game that's fun to play, even without doing anything to advance your position in the game, so meaning if you find it fun just controlling this character on the screen without actually doing anything to move ahead in the game, then that's a good start. And this definitely hits that requirement. So bravo to whoever programmed this interface, but this smoothness of this interface, like I said before, it's buttery smooth, and I'm having fun just controlling this little storm thing around the screen. It's awesome. So, and I love the animation. You can see on the Storm green thing that I'm controlling at the bottom, there's an animation for, I guess that's the drive for the propulsion for this thing. You can see it's animating. I really like that, and it's got a little flashing light on the top too. So this thing is really fun to just play around with, just the controls without even doing anything to try and win the game. Okay, let's go now. Touch the raindrop. There we go. Touch the raindrop. And I kind of like the way that the raindrop goes to a random position, and sometimes it goes near the edge of the screen, and you don't have a lot of time to react if a bad thing is going to pop up. Anyway, so let's finish this first level, because I know there's more stuff coming up later. Whoa. So the clouds don't hurt you, but the red raindrops do. How many more of these things do I need to get? Okay, there's the portal. Whoa. Okay, there is Chakra. And I noticed this when TJ was playing his demos on his channel. Stop that. Okay. Why do I have to restart this game every time? Doesn't it? It doesn't restart automatically. I have to constantly go back and double click on the file that I downloaded in order to start this again when I lose. So I don't know if there's a way around that or if I'm doing something wrong. So level 1 is easy. TJ said it's a gimme level, which means even idiots should be able to complete it. Idiots like me, I mean. Because I'm terrible at video games. But when I get pissed off enough, then I can do better, hopefully. Okay, portal. That is Chakra. I think it looks like Chakra is actually animated. I see some little flickering in there, but it's not noticeable. Now, to be honest, I don't think that thing even needs to be animated. In the original Cloud People game, it was obvious, the animations on these bad guys. This one, I can tell it's animated because I see a little flickering happening, but it's almost unnoticeable. So anyway, and you see they freeze like that sometimes. That's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure that's a bug that TJ just hasn't figured out how to fix yet, but who cares? Sometimes that is fortuitous. When you're making a game and something happens unexpectedly, you just leave it in there because you like it, right? So let's see if I can get anywhere in this easy level, which who knows if I can or not. What was that? All right, so I'm touching raindrops here. I don't like it when they appear to the right edge because I don't get a lot of time to react here. They're all on the right edge now. Okay, where's the next one? Over there. I like the way that these shock things come down from the top. Whoa, trapped there. So this is really fun. Where'd it go? Oh, it's back here now. So it says if I miss 3, then I'm screwed, right? Okay, so this is the second one. And here's the third one. Let's see what happens if I don't touch the third one. Is it going to just disappear, or is it going to give me a mess? Okay, there we go. Portal gone, you dead. All right. That's pretty, okay. Pretty straightforward there, what's happening. Okay, so good. I like that. Portal gone, you dead. All right, let's start this over again. Press button to exit. And now it takes me back to I got to start it up again. Okay, I'm going to try this for real this time, see if I can get anywhere. Already been playing this for 17 minutes. Where is it? Okay. I'm going to start again on the easy level. There's only 4 levels in this demo, so if I can't get past 4 levels in this demo, then I'm even worse than I think I am. But it would be nice to have some indicator to tell me how many of these beige raindrops I'm supposed to get. It would be nice if the beige raindrops flash or something, if that's possible, so it's obvious where these things are. But I know there's some cloud people going to appear later. I want to get to those cloud people. Alright, there's my portal. Now, I don't know, in the first Cloud People game, I think in the Specky 48 version, maybe even the Spectrum... Whoa, I'm going to lose my portal. I better get it. Whoa. So in the first Cloud People game, I think if you collected extra raindrops, that helped you in further levels. I don't know if that's the case in this game or not, if there's any advantage to collecting extra raindrops or just going for the portal right away, but I don't know. Okay, so let me just grab some. So I'm on level 2 here. We got chakras coming down on my ass all over the place. Where's the raindrop? Down here. Okay. And this is the easy level. Oh, that guy's frozen. He's ready to... Whoa, okay. Portal. Now, I don't know if this one... In the original... Whoa, there's, what's his name coming? The Twister guy. Twistatron. In the original Cloud People game, the bad guys can steal your portal. So if you don't touch the portal before the bad guys do, then the game is over, I think. In this one, I don't think that's the case, but well, I'm not doing very good on the easy level. All right, so where is it? Down here, okay. Okay, there's a where'd it go? Where's the portal? Oh, way down there. Isn't it? It's right on top of a... Oh, what's this thing? Whoa. What is that? What killed me? That thing in the bottom right is an actual cloud person? I thought it's just an indicator, but I touched it and I exploded. Okay, so let's start this game again. TJ, you're killing me here. Alright, easy mode. Oh, I got a laser. I didn't even use my laser. What does the laser do? I'm guessing the laser kills bad guys. I don't know if the laser is usable only against the main... Only against... If the laser is usable only against the bosses, or if you can use it against the bad guys like Twistatron and the Chakra thing. I'll give it a shot. Okay. Get me out of level 1 till I get to those bad guys. Another suggestion would be maybe when you transition from one level to another, maybe there could be a little splash screen or something that tells you you've reached the next level. Where am I going? Touch it. Okay. But the mechanics are super smooth. I like the controls a lot. I might need to look at developing for this platform myself. I don't know. But I got enough things to develop for right now. I could have saved myself a lot of money by not buying all these old retro systems and multiples of them and just develop for something free like this. I should have just done this, probably. Anyway, what's going on? Okay, there's my portal. Go get it before it disappears. Oh, okay, level 2. Now I've got these... Okay, can I... Okay, so the lasers don't do anything against these little guys, which I didn't expect them to, which is fine. But it might be interesting to be able to pick up the laser instead of having it enabled right from the start, because you don't need it until a boss comes anyway. So that would be cool. It's always cool to have the games give the player a sense of progression. So if they can pick up a laser, that would be cool. Although in this game, I think you actually need the laser to defeat the boss. What am I doing? Okay. So if you don't have the laser, then you're kind of dead in the water. So you pretty much need it But just an idea, if there's some way to pick it up, that would be cool. Because you can just have the boss level go on forever until you pick up the laser, right? Just have the laser come up once in a while or something. But it's nice to have a progression to have the laser pop up, and you have to actually pick it up. If you can pick up things other than just touching raindrops, if there's other things you can pick up, that would be awesome. Like if you can pick up a laser, pick up a battery, pick up whatever, pick up health. Yeah, for sure you want to. I would love to see some health pickups in this game. So yeah, that would be really cool to have health pickups. Okay, so I'm dead. Let me guess, I got to start it all over again. All right. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't restart itself automatically. I have to actually click on the file here to restart it. Okay. All right. So I'm on easy level. I still haven't made it anywhere, probably because I'm talking too much. I don't know if TJ's even going to take any of my suggestions, but he sent it to me, so you send me your game, you're going to get feedback. If I bother to play it, which I am. I don't play games a lot. I rarely play games. I used to play games a lot, but I rarely play them now. Mostly because most games don't interest me. Most modern games to me are not interesting. Okay, Portal. Okay, so now I'm on. Oh, it says at the top, the level is called Cumulus. I'm on Cumulus level now. Okay. And I'm wondering what the difference is between the easy and hard level. Do you have to collect more raindrops? Do these things move faster? If I ever make it out of the easy level, I guess I'll find that out. I just have to. Keep going here. As you can see, I'm having difficulty even on the easy level, but that's just me. I'm terrible at these games. Plus, I'm totally distracted trying to talk while I'm playing. But I like it. It's a fun game. Portal. Does the portal have to be the same color as the raindrops? Maybe if it were a different color, that would be kind of... A different color portal would be nice. And what's this battery thing? Whoa. What's this battery thing at the top left? Oh, this is a laser? I don't know what that battery thing is for at the top left. It doesn't seem to be the charge of my laser. I don't know what that's for. Maybe I'll figure it out later. Where's my raindrop? Okay. Try and get somewhere. Okay. I'm going to try and actually do good this time. But yeah, it's working really smoothly with my Xbox controller. Where is it? Down here. It's kind of hard to see where the raindrop is. I would like it if it flashed or something. Like the way that Cumulus word at the top is flashing. If the raindrop that I need to pick up is flashing as well, I would like that. And some way to know how many more of these raindrops I need to pick up would be good. Like where... Okay, what's happening now? I'm still... Where's my portal? Portal. Where's the portal? Did I miss it somewhere? Or do I just need to get a ton of these things? It seems like there's a hell of a lot more raindrops in level 2 Cumulus layer than in level 1. I bet I probably missed the portal and now I just screwed myself because it's never going to come up again, right? I think I screwed myself. So if I did screw myself, I would like a message telling me that I screwed. Oh, there. Oh, there it is. Finally. Okay, there. All right, so now I'm in Twistedtron level 3, Strato level. Stop screwing around, try and get some. What? Oh, God. Start again. This game is frustrating as hell, even on level 1 or easy level. It's hard. Well, it's not hard. I'm just terrible. Let's just... Okay. Oh, God. See, when you go backwards, you move at exactly the same speed as the background, so you can't overtake these background raindrops. If you if you are already too far to the right, then you're screwed. You can't go backwards faster than the raindrops. I don't know if that's possible, but I would like to be able to move to the left faster than the background is moving to the left. Anyway, let's see what I can do here. Raindrop, 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 raindrop. Down there, eh? Okay, raindrop. Yep. See, if I touch this thing, you see why do I blow up if I'm touching if I'm touching the menu item at the bottom, that little cloud person icon at the bottom right? If I touch that thing, I'll blow up. That's not a real cloud person, is it? It's just a menu item. Why do I blow up if I touch the menu item? What if I touch the other menu items? What happens? I don't know. Let's try it again and see. I'm getting sick of restarting this game over and over again. I don't know why it's not rebooting manually, but whatever. Okay, forget the raindrop. Well, okay, I'll touch the first raindrop. What if I touch this heart? Okay, if I touch this heart, nothing happens, but if I go over here... so I'm touching the menu cloud person, and I get damaged. Very, very nice. Sneaky. Okay, so it looks like when the screen reprints the beige raindrop, it seems to reprint it if it prints it on top of a red one, which doesn't really matter because the red ones are scrolling anyway and the beige ones aren't. So it doesn't really, I don't know if this is something TJ programmed to check if the beige one is getting reprinted on top of an existing red one. Well, but if it is, TJ, I don't think you need to do that because the background is scrolling and the beige raindrop is not. So it doesn't really matter if the beige one prints on top of the red one. Anyway, keep going here, see if I can get anywhere. It has points in the top right. I'm not a big points person. I don't like points in games. I don't care about points. I like quest-based games, but I know other people do like points. I don't care about points, but if this game has points, then so be it. That's fine. I know a lot of people like points. That's how the whole arcade industry grew, was from points, right? They wanted people to try and compete to get points and shove more quarters into the arcade machines. But I don't care about points, especially if you're playing at your home. There needs to be a motivation to try and get points. Okay, Cumulus again. Let's just try and get through this without dying. Move, rain, chakra, whatever. Okay. Okay. This could be a specky game. It's frustrating enough to be a specky game. It's really good. Stop it. So it's really good. So you shouldn't be losing health when you touch that menu thing at the bottom right where the cloud person is at the bottom right. You shouldn't lose points for touching a menu graphic. Stop that, in my opinion. Well, it's not just my opinion. You shouldn't lose points for touching a menu item. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so now I'm in the Twistatron level. Oh, the Twistatron thing pauses once in a while as well. Okay, I want to see an actual boss. Oh God! Every time I take my eyes away from the screen, I die. So you can't take your eyes away from the screen. There's a pause in here, right? What is the pause? Anyway, forget it. I know you're sick of watching me play this game over and over again, but whatever. It is what it is. That's life. Sometimes you got to go through some repetitive, boring-ass pain. Not that the game is boring. The game is actually good. It's frustrating. Bad Christ. Oh my God. All right. I don't think I'm ever going to see a boss. I'm scared of the hard level. I can't even get past the easy level. And I'm actually trying to do good now. Okay, so I don't know what that battery up there is for yet. Let's just try and get somewhere. Come on. Oh, yeah, move. Right at the last second. All right. Come on, Twistatron. Okay, there's my portal. All right, Twistatron level. Try and get somewhere. I don't know what's after the Twistatron. Stop it! Okay, now it's bad guy time. Where's my laser? Ow! What? So there's a big there's a big boss over on the right there, you can see, and there's little mini bosses that come after your ass as well. Very nice. Okay, didn't know about that. So I don't know, can you shoot the mini bosses with your laser, or is your laser only for the? I'm guessing the laser is only effective against the big bosses. Oh man, I'm already getting frustrated trying to play this easy level. Now I gotta do this all over again. Okay, where's my game here? Oh, I got 4 instances. It must be something with my computer that it's not letting me. It's not a shoot. Anyway, whatever. Let's just go back and see the boss. I have to at least complete this on the easy level once. I still don't know what that battery is for on the top left. Is that my laser? It doesn't go down when I shoot my laser. Right? I shoot my laser as much as I want and that battery doesn't go down. Maybe it only goes down when the big boss is on the screen and your laser is actually killing the boss. But I think it should go down if you shoot if that battery is for the laser, stop hitting the raindrop. If the battery is for the laser, then it should deplete whenever I fire the laser, no matter if the boss is on the screen or not, I think. Okay, portal, lightning bolt, cumulus layer. Oh, great. Now, I should have... So the... TJ, don't make any more games. You're giving me blood pressure. I want this Cellulstorm to be able to go backwards faster than the background, because I'm stuck here. I can't go back faster than the background, but anyway. That's fine. It is what it is. Okay. Come on. Okay, there's the portal, which I'm going to miss it. I got it. Okay. Maybe I should just try the hard level just to see what it's like. I'm not getting anywhere in this easy level, so I'm going to try the hard level. I'll press X. Okay. So this is the hard level. What's the difference in the hard level? I'm obviously not good enough to even finish the easy level, which is not surprising. I suck at games, but still. This is why I don't play games, because I suck at them. If I'm not good at something, why would I do it? I'm not going to, right? But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means I'm a crappy game player. Okay, why is this a hard level? What's different? Maybe there's more raindrops to pick up. Portal. Yeah. So the portal seems to disappear faster, maybe. I think I'm on the hard level. I don't know. Am I on the hard level? It would be good if there's an indicator to tell me what level I'm on, maybe. But this seems just the same difficulty as the easy level. I don't know. But there's obviously something different about it. So far it seems the same to me if I actually am on the hard level. I pressed X on my Xbox controller, so I'm guessing that puts me on the hard level. But it seems the same to me. If not easier maybe. I don't know. But okay. So far I'm doing okay. I definitely want some life pickups. There's no way to recharge my life. I need to recharge my life. There needs to be some health pickups in this game, in my opinion, because I have no control over my destiny here. I'm just, once I make a mistake, I'm screwed. If I lose health, then it's gone forever. I need a way to pick up. Stop that. See, I need a way to pick up health. You need a way to redeem yourself after you screw up. Like here, look at me. I'm trapped here behind the stupid raindrop. What can I do? Okay, so I gotta maneuver myself. What the hell? What the hell? I was actually doing good. And it says stopped. Press button to exit. What? What the hell? Let's try this again. I don't know if it's a bug or what. I'm not familiar with the Pico-8 thing, or if it's playing nicely with my... Okay, so I pressed the Y button on my controller. I don't know how. I'm going to stop this and I'll say quit, and I'll start it again. So I don't know if I'm even in the hard mode or not. Press square for easy, X for hard. I think X is C, right? So I pressed C on the keyboard. I think that's hard. I don't know. So I'm gonna try this on supposedly the hard level. It seems the same as the easy level. I don't know if I'm actually on the hard level or not, but it seems the same to me. Let's see if I can get to the boss. Okay, chakra. Come on, portal. Where are you? Okay, there's a portal. Yeah, there should be something. Well, it's not for me to dictate what there should be or shouldn't be, but I would like to see something in between these levels, like a pause or a splash screen or something, to make it more dramatic when I switch levels. And maybe like an introduction that says, okay, now you're on level 2, strato layer. You are going to encounter Twistatron or whatever. So something, instead of just because changing levels is a big deal, right? So anyway, I would like to see something more dramatic when I change levels, other than just a sound effect. But the game is buttery. Stop that. The game is buttery smooth. I like the graphics. I like the gameplay. I like the fact that these bad guys stop randomly in their motion. What am I doing? Pick the thing up. I forgot. I lost track of what I'm supposed to do here. There's so much on the screen. It's hard to... Okay. Die. Where are you? Die. Son of a bitch. Where are you? Die. Oh, my battery is drained. Christ, this thing is hard. Okay, that's enough. Let me switch the camera over and I will give you some feedback about this game. I would love to have killed that boss, but I don't know if there's any dramatic thing that happens when you kill the boss anyway. But you can see on the screen here at the lower right, the at the lower right, the icon of the boss has a little bit of green left showing, so that's his health bar. Anyway, let me switch the screen over here, and we'll talk some more. Okay, so here I am after playing TJ's Pico-8 game. Cloud, what is it called? Pico-8 versus the Cloud people. Okay, so my feedback about this game is the mechanics are very fun. Just moving the Cellustorm main character around the screen is buttery smooth. I know I've said that a few times, but it truly is. It moves really smoothly with this Xbox controller. As much as I hate using modern controllers for retro games, I don't know if you would consider this a retro game, but obviously it must be a retro game. Look at the look at the graphics on the thing. But it is really smooth using this Xbox controller. So that's really good. So that's a good start. I like the concept of the game. I like the graphics of the game. I like the progression in the game, meaning that each level something changes. So at the beginning, you have the main game mechanics. At level 2, you have chakra being introduced, those lightning bolt things falling from the sky. That's really cool. And I like the fact that they pause randomly. I love random elements in a game. Some people don't like random elements, but guess what? Life is random. So games should be random too. I like the when you go to level 3, you have Twistatron being introduced. And then in level 4, you have your first boss being introduced. A cloud person, a big cloud person comes up on the screen. I like being able to use the laser to shoot the boss. I like the boss's face turning red when you hit him. That's really cool. That's a nice touch. Some things that are not, what's the word? Not obvious. That's not the word I'm looking for, but when you're playing the game, to me at least, it's not obvious with the battery at the top left. Well, I can show. I have a cursor now. I can show you. This is a screenshot. So here, why is it a pencil? Okay. Anyway, so here is a battery at the top left. I have no idea what that does. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I know what that does. I think it is for the power for your laser. But this only seems to drain when you shoot your laser when you're fighting at a boss. If you're shooting your laser when a boss is not on the screen, this doesn't drain, which for me, it doesn't make sense. If you're firing your laser, it should drain no matter what you're firing at and no matter what else is present on the screen. It's a minor thing, but that was something that I found a bit not obvious. The points is fine if you like a game that has points. I'm not crazy about points in a game, but this game does have points, so you could play against your friends and have points. I don't know if this is a bug. I'm guessing it is, but when I touch my spacecraft over this alien cloud person icon on the menu bar at the bottom here, it drains my health. I'm guessing that's a bug. This indicator here for the enemy boss energy. I don't know where I was going with this, but here's an indicator for the enemy boss level. Enemy boss indicator. This thing should probably only appear when the boss is on the screen. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to have it here. I think if there's no boss present, then why have a health bar there for the boss? I don't know how easy or difficult it is to do that. If you can just make this appear maybe when the boss is on the screen. I still don't know how many raindrops I need to pick up every level. I don't know what version of the game I'm playing, what difficulty level I'm playing. If I'm playing the hard level or the easy level. For me, using an Xbox controller, I found those indicators on the main menu that show a square and what looks like an X. My Xbox controller has an X on it, but it doesn't have a square, so I'm not even sure if I'm selecting the easy and hard levels correctly. So I don't even know what difficulty level I'm playing. Maybe if there's some way to confirm which level you're playing. Like if on the main menu, if there's a difficulty setting that says easy or hard, and you can change it on the menu and it says easy or hard, and then there's a separate menu item maybe to start the game, that would be, I think, better, because I don't know if you just have a menu that says press this button for easy, press this button for hard, but your controller doesn't happen to have those buttons on it, then like if you're using a joystick or a different type of gamepad, it might not have the same buttons on it. So anyway, I didn't know what level I was playing, easy or difficult. But otherwise, the game is fun. It's frustrating. It's the kind of game you want to play one more time. You know that quality that they say about games, where it has that just one more time factor. This game has that just one more time factor. It has that factor up the yin yang. It makes you want to play it one more time. So it's fun. It's a good game. And I like the fact that it's easy to launch. You just double click on the file and it launches, and there it is. So yeah, all those things I mentioned, that's my feedback. I like it. I think it's a good game. It's fun to play. As far as giving feedback on the difficulty setting, whether it's too easy or too hard, I am not the best person to give feedback like that, because I'm terrible at video games. So I could say it's too difficult and someone else could say it's too easy. So don't rely on me for judging the difficulty level. I just judge it on the qualities of being fun or not. And this game is fun. It's frustrating for me because I'm terrible at it, but it's fun. So there we go. There is my review, my playtest of, and I think it's called Pico-8 versus the Cloud People. I should run it again just to confirm that. But yeah, it's fun. Pico-8 is, what is Pico-8? I don't know. It says Pico-8 versus the Cloud People, but there's no Pico-8 character in the game. You have Cellustorm in the game, which is your spaceship. I guess Pico-8 is whatever's flying the Cellustorm spaceship. I don't know. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's really easy to control, really fun to control, and it's a game that makes you want to keep playing. So keep an eye out for this one if you're a fan of TJ Ferreira and his games, or if you're a fan of Pico-8 games. Keep a lookout for this one. To me, it looks like a lot of fun, even though I suck at it, but I'm sure a lot of you will find it really entertaining and probably not as difficult as I found it to be, because you're probably better game players than I am. Okay, I'm going to switch the screen over here and do a final wrap-up. Alright, so there we go. We gave TJ's new game Pico-8 versus the Cloud People. I think that's the title. We gave it a try. I had never heard of this Pico-8 platform before, but it looks really interesting. It looks really cool. So the game itself feels really nice. I like the game mechanics. There are some suggestions I have for maybe doing some fine-tuning on it, just to make it a little more obvious what is happening when the player is choosing things like difficulty levels and knowing how many raindrops they're supposed to collect and different minor mechanic related things like that. But the game itself is really fun, and I damn you, TJ, for introducing me to yet another retro video gaming platform that I may need to consider looking at. Although I kind of like developing games for actual hardware, physical hardware, but this Pico-8 platform looks interesting as well. So well done, TJ. I really like the game. I think you've got a winner there. I don't know how this game will be distributed ultimately, if you can put it on itch.io and have the files available for purchase there, or how that works. But however this game ultimately becomes available at some point, I'm pretty sure some people are going to be interested in playing it and trying it out, because it's really fun. Even just the demo that I tried, it's frustratingly fun. And so if you like specky games, you're probably going to like this game, because it's going to kick you in the ass. Well, you're probably better video game players than I am, but it's a fun game. It's a bit frustrating for me because I'm not very good. But yeah, it's a fun game. And I'm really impressed with it. I mean, TJ's just a regular guy. He's not a professional game developer. But this platform looks like it makes it relatively easy for regular people like you and me, like TJ, to develop games like this. And it keeps your mind sharp. All of us are getting older who have been involved in this retro gaming field, who grew up with video games since they were first introduced. And so being a part of a community like this, being able to be creative and share your talents and put something out there in the community that other people will enjoy, you're contributing something to society, you're contributing something to the world, and you're bringing happiness to other people, which is ultimately what it's all about. So I like the game. Keep going, TJ. Get this thing finished. Finish the other 6 levels or however many more levels you're going to make. Those are my suggestions, and I can't really think of anything more I need to say about this game, but I'm looking forward to it being completed, and with any luck, maybe we'll see some physical versions of this game available. That would be really cool as well. Okay, as always, thanks for watching. I'm going to put a link to TJ's YouTube channel down below. If you're not already a subscriber to TJ's channel, go check it out. He's got a lot of really cool videos on different topics related to retro gaming, related to kind of van lifing, related to fly fishing. I don't know. He's a very, very diverse individual. He's got varied interests, and you will find out all about him on his channel. And he's a very positive, happy, fun-loving guy. Go check him out. So, that's it. That's it for today. This is a unusual week for me. I'm publishing several videos, but that's life. Sometimes everything comes in groups, right? Sometimes there's a drought and you have nothing to talk about, and other times you can't stop talking. There's too much things to cover, and this is one of those weeks. I have a lot of things to cover. So go check out, well, actually, I don't think you can actually check out TJ's game yet. If you're interested in checking it out, maybe contact him directly, see if he is still making it available for people to do game testing. I don't know. But thanks, TJ, for sending it to me. I had fun playing it. If I had any hair, I would have pulled it out because it gave me so much trouble trying to get to that boss. But once you finally see that boss, it's exciting. And it might be, another suggestion would be, maybe if when you get to that boss level, he also has some little mini bosses that protect him. It would be maybe cool to have some time where you're fighting just the mini bosses until you get to that main boss guy. I would be interested to see, I don't know if it's possible, but maybe if it's possible to have a final encounter with the boss where there isn't all that other stuff on the screen, so you're just fighting the boss himself, and maybe something else on the screen. But I don't know if it's easy to do or possible to do. Instead of, it seems like the mini bosses are kind of getting lost a bit right now. At a minimum, if it's possible to maybe have a bit of time where you're fighting the mini bosses before the big boss comes out, and so you at least get a taste of the mini bosses first, and then the big boss comes out, and you're kind of given an introduction to the boss before you actually see the big boss. But yeah, it's a cool game, and I'm looking forward to it being finally released. So I don't know where these Pico-8 games get published, but I will, like I said, I'll put a link to TJ's site in the video description down below, and I'm sure if you watch his channel, he'll tell you everything you need to know about how to check out these Pico-8 games, and his in particular. So as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself, and we'll see you later. Bye for now. All right, I'm back again, unexpectedly. I have some good news-ish, and I have some bad news-ish. And they're both the same news, so I'm going to tell you what the news is. So I just finished recording this video, doing the play test for the Pico-8 game that TJ Ferreira just developed. And he just now sent me an updated version of this game, which has some changes to it. And I'm just going to read what the changes are. It says, here is a slightly updated version. Well, added a number of things like portal going away message, a filler sound that plays during the game. Not sure what that means when the filler sound gets played, but we'll, I guess, find out shortly. I am working on final sound for later, but this works for now. Okay. And the game goes back to, and that's an important thing in game development. You don't need to have a perfect finished version of the game feature that you're trying to implement. You can use a placeholder, right? So you don't need to. The important thing is getting the game finished. And if you get the game progressing using placeholders, like what it says here, TJ says he's added a sound for some feature, and he hasn't finished the final version of the sound, but he has what sounds like a placeholder, which is exactly what you want. And you could probably see in the background here, I've got my I have a colored lamp here, which I actually stole from TJ's video. He made a video about how if you watch TJ's video, he has colored lighting in the background of his videos. And I don't have a fancy accent lighting apparatus that I use in my videos. I have some lamps that happen to change color, and you can see in the background here. Anyway, one of them is changing color on its own. It has a mind of its own. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that, but you might see some changing colors in the background of this video. Okay, anyway, so what else do we have here? He says, and the game goes back to main menu when you die, or should, instead of having to relaunch each time. Use this one in place of the last one. Well, I would have used this one in place of the last one if I hadn't finished recording the entire video before I received this one. But now I get to play the game again. So that's the good news, is we have an updated version. The bad news is I get to play this thing again, as terrible as I was playing it the first time. But I'm excited to see that the game should relaunch automatically when I die, instead of having to restart the file every time. So that was a pain. That's good if that is fixed. And we'll see what this sound is he's talking about. There's a filler sound. I don't know what that is, but I'm anxious to see what it is. And he says there's a portal going away message. Okay, so let's let's do this again. We're going to jump back into the world of Pico-8, and Pico's going to kick my ass another time. Here we go. All right, we're back again. Here we go for another round. So let's see how it goes this time. So where's my controller? Here it is. All right, I still don't know how to pick the hard level, but I've gone on about that enough. I don't know what is the X button on my control. Great. So I don't know how to pick the X button to get the hard level. You know what? I'm going to send TJ a message right now and ask him, how the hell do I pick the hard level before I get started here and just keep floundering in my own ignorance. So give me a moment, and I'll come back here, and hopefully I'll come back wiser. One moment. All right, so I just sent TJ a message to ask him how I can choose the hard level on this game. For now, I'm going to press... Not that I'm even ready to play the hard level. I suck enough at the easy level. So now let's try this updated version. It's supposed to relaunch automatically when I die. It's supposed to have some filler sound. And what else does it have? It has one more thing. Let me check. Okay, it has a portal going away message. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh. Okay. That's the filler sound, I guess. So it sounds like he's adding background music to this game. Stop hitting it. Okay, I have to watch what I'm doing. So he added some background music. That could get old pretty quickly, but he says he's gonna change it and fix it up. So this is just a filler tune I'm guessing he's using for background music. So the battery still doesn't deplete when I shoot it when the boss is not on the screen. Okay, let's try to play here. Let's see if I die, if it starts up again automatically like he said it does. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, good. Now I don't have to relaunch the game manually every time. That's a great improvement. Good. All right, so we heard the filler sound. We saw the game relaunch automatically. And what was the third thing he said that it does? My memory is oh, the portal. There's some message about the portal. Okay, let's see. So let's bring up the portal here. I'm already getting tired of that background music. But his first game did have a kind of a background music, which was not really music. His Cloud Person game, it had a background kind of a ping, like a repetitive kind of warbling sound. So maybe this is meant to stop it. Maybe this is meant to replicate that. I hate background music in games myself. Okay, here's the portal. I'm just going to let it fade out. So if TJ, if you do add background music to this game, I hope there's an option to disable it. Well, it doesn't really matter for me because I don't really. Oh, there you go. Quick portal disappear. Whoa. Okay, good. I like that. I like that. So anyway, I don't like background music, so I hope there's an option to disable it if it does get added. But a lot of retro games do force you to listen to their background music whether you like it or not. So I don't like it, but it's not unusual. I'm going to see if I still get injured if I touch this menu, this little Cloud Person on the menu here. Yep, I do. So I would lose that Cloud Person boss energy icon on the bottom right because there's no boss on the screen right now. So if I shoot my laser, the battery doesn't drain and there's no boss on the screen, so we don't really need that boss energy meter to be showing on the bottom right either. All right, so let's continue playing here. I haven't got a response yet from TJ to tell me how to select a hard level, but I should be on the easy level right now. And I'm not screwing around anymore. Not that I was before. I'm challenged when it comes to video games. Come on, where's the portal? And like I said, I would like to see a backstory to explain why the portal disappears after 3 tries. Although it's good, it gives you an incentive to get it before it disappears. Where am I? Where's the raindrop? Oh, it's up there. Yeah, I'd like that raindrop to flash because I can't tell where the hell it is easily all the time. And I'm just flailing around here blindly. Oh, it's right on top of the portal. Okay, portal, raindrop. Oh, my energy is almost drained. I definitely want some power-ups for the health. Whoa, okay. Where is it? Okay, great. So, where am I? Okay, so it restarts automatically. I don't know, I'm gonna press, what was it, X on the keyboard? Okay, so I pressed X on the keyboard. I don't know if I'm in the difficult mode now or not. Let's just give it a shot, see what happens. And it might be interesting to have different background music for different levels. Oh, okay. So far so good. I got all my health still. Whoa. Yeah, of course when I say that, then I lose my health. I should just stop talking while I'm trying to play. What are you going to do there, lightning bolt? You're going to screw me? Hanging out there waiting to kick my ass? Where is it? Down here. It's fun with all these different elements on the screen you have to navigate around. It's really cool. Strato. Okay, get me at least to the boss level. Shouldn't be that hard. I don't even know if I'm on the... I don't think I'm even on the hard level. I don't think I even know how to choose the hard level. Oh. Forget it. I'm going to at least get to the boss. Get to the boss. Restart. 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 It should restart automatically. Maybe it does. I don't know if it's restarting automatically or if it's restarting because I'm pressing the button. But whatever. I'm going to just... I want to see the boss again and beat the boss. Like I said before, this game has that one more time factor. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It makes you mad and frustrated. It makes you really angry, which you might think is a bad thing, but in my opinion, okay, Portal, it's good if a game invokes emotion out of the player. That's a good thing, usually, depending why it's evoking that emotion. If it's a good emotion, like you're trying to get better in the game and you get frustrated because you're not doing very well, that's a good emotion. If you're excited because... What am I doing? If you're excited because you're seeing progress in the game, that's a good emotion. But if it's a frustrating kind of emotion, like you keep dying over and over and over again needlessly, like normal specky games, which artificially pad their games, usually to artificially increase the value, the perceived value, by making it so difficult, you have to spend many hours playing it because you keep dying because it's so difficult. I don't like that. I don't like games that artificially pad the value by making it so difficult you have to keep doing it over and over again. I don't like pixel perfect games. I don't find that fun to play, especially nowadays because we don't have the same limitations with computers in terms of memory and all that we did have back in the 80s when you didn't have a lot of memory to work with. So you had to make the game fit into smaller amount of memory, but still make it a good value for your money, so you could get more playtime out of it. And the way that they did that typically was by making it so ridiculously hard you had to keep playing it over and over again. This game definitely has the qualities of a specky game. I'm not going to make it to the boss level, and I'm not crazy enough to keep trying and punish myself anymore to try and get there. If you want to see the boss, download this game for yourself once it's finished and give it a shot. But I've had enough pain for one day. I did. You may have heard the messages coming in while I was playing. TJ responded to my message when I was asking how to select the difficult mode. It says you launch Pico-8 games with Z on the keyboard for easy and X for hard. Although right now if you hit X later in the game and shoot, and later in the game to shoot, it changes to hard. That is the bug I mentioned earlier. So if I play the game and I press X, it'll switch into hard mode. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna give myself some more pain and be appreciative, TJ. No, for nobody else would I go through this much pain to try out a game, but for you I will. So I'm going to launch the game again, and I'm going to press X while I'm playing, and it should start in hard mode. But I would really like to see some type of indicator to let me know what difficulty level I'm currently playing. Okay, I'm going to press A on my... No, I'm going to press Z on my keyboard. And I think I'm in easy mode now, so I'll press X. TJ says this puts me into hard mode. And I don't know what the difference hard mode is. Okay, there's a pause. If you press enter, it pauses. So I'm just going to ask TJ what the difference is in hard mode, because I don't see any difference myself. It seems to play the same for me, whether I'm playing in easy or hard mode. So I'm curious what actually changes in the hard mode. And if you're a game developer yourself, or you want to be a game developer, one thing that I always do when I'm developing my game is I look for ways to identify certain aspects of the game that can be modified for different difficulty levels in my game. So if I'm making a game where I plan to offer different difficulty levels, like easy, normal, hard, then the way that I do that is by identifying which variables I can change depending on which difficulty level the player chooses. And there's always some variables that can easily be identified to be modified to change the difficulty level. For example, in this game, maybe how many raindrops you need to pick up, how many points you get per raindrop, how many hit points the boss has before he dies, how many hit points the character has before he dies, how much damage the laser does against the boss, all those kinds of things. When you want to implement difficulty levels in your game, all you need to do normally is just identify which variables you can manipulate and see what effect it has on your game to justify having different difficulty levels. And one other thing about difficulty levels is, although I haven't actually implemented this in my game, I'm not actually following my own advice, but I think it's good to have a God mode, or let me rephrase that. It's good to have an indestructible mode, I think, in your game, because some people get frustrated playing games, but they still want to play the game and see the game all the way to the end. And some people just can't do it, no matter how easy your easy level is. Like, look at this game. I can't even get to the level 4 with my terrible playing. So if there was an indestructible mode, that, although that's maybe not very satisfying to play, some people might enjoy it because they want to see all 10 levels or however many levels are in your game. So I should implement that in my game. I haven't done that yet. I should try and remember to do that. But anyway, TJ responded, let me see what his difficulty setting involves when you're on the hard mode in this Pico-8 game. All right, you need more points per level and get more health loss per hit you take. Okay, so the difficulty mode in this game, when it's on the difficult mode, it says you need more points per level, so that must mean you need to collect more raindrops. Either you need to collect more raindrops, right? So either you just need more raindrops, or maybe each raindrop gives you fewer points. I don't know, but in any case, you would need to collect more raindrops. And it says you get more health loss per hit you take. So you get you suffer more damage when you get hit. So, okay, I'm going to try this one last time. I think I'm in hard mode now. So if I click continue and I press X on the keyboard one more time, I think I will be in difficult mode. All right, so difficult. So, well, I guess I'm starting again. Okay, so, okay, now I'm going to press X. X seems to fire the laser, but he says it puts me in difficult mode. Yeah, so X on the keyboard and X on my controller fires the laser. And supposedly I'm in difficult mode. Let's see how many points I get when I touch a good raindrop. 2. Okay. What if I'm in easy mode? How many points do I get? 2. I'm gonna restart the game. Reset cart. Is that how you do it? Reset cart. Okay, so I'm gonna press Z for easy mode and see how many points I get for a raindrop. So it went from 5 to 7, so I get 2 points. Huh? 7 to 10, 12, 15, 17. So it seems sometimes it gives me 2 points, sometimes it gives me 3 points. So I have 17 points now. If I touch a raindrop, I get 2 points, and I have 19 now. If I touch it again, I get 2 points to 21. If I touch it again, I get 2 points to 23, 25, 27. Okay, so it's giving me 2 points per raindrop. What about now that I'm in? Okay, 30 points. Where is it? Get away from me. 32. So it gives me 2 points for every raindrop. 30, 34, 36. So it gives me 2 points per raindrops. I'm going to press X on the keyboard. And I think I'm in difficult mode now. Okay, I have 40 points. I'll touch the raindrop. 42. So it's still giving me 2 points per raindrop. Okay, I'm going to start the game again in easy mode and hard mode. So I think this is easy mode. I'll press Z. This should be easy mode. I have 0 points. 2 points. Okay, so I get 2 points per raindrop in easy mode. If I reset the cart and I'll press X, which should put me in hard mode. Let's see how many points I get when I touch this raindrop. 2 points. It seems to give me 2 points no matter if I'm in easy or difficult mode. Although it went from 6 to 9 there. And then 9 to 11, 11 to 13, 13 to 15. I'm going to start again. I think there's something weird going on here with the points. So I have 0 points. I'll touch the raindrop. 2 points. I'll touch the next one. Where is it? 4 points. So it gave me 2. And then it went from 4 to 7. So on the third raindrop, it gives me 3 points for some reason. And then 7 to 9, it drops back to 2 points. 9 to 11. 11 to 13. 13 to 15. 15 to 17. Okay, so it gives me 2 points per raindrop, except for that third raindrop, it looks like. And this one. It went from 23 to 26, I think. So it seems like usually it gives me 29, 31. It seems like sometimes it gives 2 points per raindrops and other times it gives 3 points per raindrop. Yeah, so there it just gave me 3 points. I'm guessing that's a bug, or maybe the raindrop points are incrementing using fractions instead of whole numbers. 40, 41. So it gave me 1 point that time. Okay, this is weird. It's giving me different amounts of points 43, so it gave me 2 points. 43 to 45 gave me 2 points. 47 gave me 2 points. 49 gave me 2 points. Okay, I have 49 points now. 51. Yeah, so there seems to be something funny about the way the points are being allocated when you pick up raindrops. It seems like sometimes it gives me 2 points, sometimes it gives me 3 points. I think one time it gave me 1 point. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I've tried the updated version of the game, and I like that the game starts itself automatically again instead of me having to restart it manually. That background droning kind of pulsating sound effect, I don't mind it. It's kind of reminiscent of the first Cloud Person game that had a kind of a repeating sound effect in the background as well. So I'm not hating that. And the other thing he said that was different is the message when the portal is about to disappear. It gives you a warning message. So that's good. It's good to tell the player what's going on. So the updated version is better than the previous version that I played. Although the point allocation still seems to be a bit funky. That might need some attention. So there we go. Let's switch the camera over one more time and we'll do a second final wrap up. All right, there we go. I've given the updated Pico-8 versus the Cloud People game from TJ a try. It is better. It restarts automatically when the player dies. It has some background sound effects, music, whatever you want to call it, which TJ says he's still working on. Although I kind of like it the way it is. That simplicity. It has the same feel as the first game, I think. It sounds totally different, but the first game that he made for the Specky, it has a background repeating sound effect that I think this one, although it sounds totally different, this one to me has the same vibe. So anyway, he's still working on it. He's probably going to change it, update it, whatever, but it's good. I would like a way probably to turn off the background music, if that's an easy thing to do in the Pico world. I don't know if it is or not, but I like to be able to disable the background music, because depending how long the game is, that can be something the player wants to do. Sometimes the player wants to hear the sound effects, but they might not necessarily want to hear the background music. So if that's an easy option to implement, I would implement that. As well as there is now a message that warns the player when the portal is about to disappear for the third time and never come back. So that's good. It's good to inform the player what's going on. Again, just like I said for the wrap up that I did the first time earlier on in the video, I like this game. It's really fun. It's very impressive what TJ has done here with this platform, the Pico-8 platform. I'm sure people are going to be interested to play this game once it's fully released. So yeah, keep going, TJ. Get this thing finished, and I'm sure it's going to have a positive reception from the retro gaming community. Thanks for sending me the demo version. It's fun to play. I'm glad I didn't have any hair left. Otherwise, I would have pulled it all out trying to play this game, because I'm terrible at games, particularly this type of game, arcade style games. But yeah, it's a fun game. I'm sure people are going to enjoy it. So keep going, get the game finished. I'm sure you will. And everyone in the community, keep a lookout for this game and follow TJ on his channel, where I'm sure there'll be more updates about it in the near future. Okay, that should be it for today. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, see you later. Bye for now.